So you wanna be an actor?
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against these damn acting teachers that keep screwing young actors that come to LA over by taking their money and giving them horrible advice. That is probably going to be the best rendition of Shakespeare that you have ever seen. And it might be the one that impacts your acting career the most. So I'm here to talk to you about all these acting teachers. When you go to an acting class, I'm just giving you some tips to look out for. I'm not against acting classes, but like I said, there are few and far between that you'll find a good acting teacher out there that really takes your career to the next level and is in it for your best interest. My example of this is, if you go back to the old karate movies, it's cheesy, but it works with acting too, because you're learning a craft. Karate's a skill. Acting is a skill. When the teacher, you see the sensei, the master teaching the pupil, the student, and they're telling them all this stuff, and the student's doing their thing and fighting and then asking questions, and then the master does tell them hints like that. The master says, listen, when you perfect it, you won't be asking me these questions. When you master this, you won't be asking me these questions. In fact, you might be teaching me stuff, whatever. So that's the thing, acting teachers. If you go to an acting class and a teacher, it could be a mistake, but if a teacher tells you never do that. For example, putting your hands in your pocket. Teacher will say, never put your hands in your pocket. And they just scare you. So the rest of your life as an actor, you just assume that you can never put your hands in your pocket, and that's bullcrap. The other thing, putting your head down, turning your back towards the camera, bullcrap. They'll tell you, never do that. You never want to do that in an audition. You never want to do that during your scene. How can they say never when you're doing a craft of acting that is representing truth in real life? Plenty of times in real life, people put their heads down, they put their hands in their pocket, they cross their arms. Hell, they even pick their nose, scratch their ears, clean their ears out, they sniffle, they sneeze, whatever it is. But you got all these acting teachers that think they know everything about acting, and now you got the cops chasing after them because that's how bad they are. I don't know if you could hear the helicopter, but one's flying over. But anyway, there's plenty of bad acting teachers out there. And that's my tip for you is, if you're taking an acting class for the first time, or you're new to acting, or even if you've been in it for a while, watch out for those teachers that tell you never to do stuff, because psychologically it does affect you as an actor, because you're taking this class to learn from the teacher, hoping that they're setting you on this path to a great acting career. And I understand, I can't say that they never say never to stuff, but like if you're doing stuff in reason, let's keep that in mind too. And the teacher's telling you, never do that, never do this. Like the examples I gave you, putting your hands in your pocket, scratching your nose, whatever it is, rubbing your chin, something, crossing your arms. I've heard it plenty of times. Don't listen to them. You should probably leave the class, because chances are they don't know what they're talking about. So more tips on getting a good acting class. Look up the teacher. See if they've had experience working in acting. See if they have experience in the field, because there's a lot of different things. There's teachers that are great acting teachers, but a lot of them are theater teachers, and they'll teach you how to act theatrically. Like, not theatrically like in movies, like theater acting. I shouldn't have said theatrically, but anyway, they'll teach you like how to act in like a play or a theater production, where those are, if you're calling somebody in a production, for example, you're like, hey! And if you call somebody in a movie, you're like, hey. It's brought down a ton. So theater, It's here's a perfect example. It's if you're pitching a ball to somebody. Film acting is the person's 5 feet away from you, so you're just tossing the ball back and forth. Theater acting, the person's probably 50 feet away or more. You're throwing that ball to them, so you're throwing those lines out there. You're hitting that audience in the very back row. So that's the difference in simplest terms between theater and film acting. And a lot of teachers don't teach you all that stuff. And they teach you auditioning, but they don't teach you how to be on camera. They don't teach you all the different things that they should, because a lot of audition classes that I have been to, the teacher never even puts a camera up in the class. So you got to be wary of this stuff. You want to learn the best, and you want a teacher that pushes you to surpass them, not to always feel inferior and think that you need them to succeed in your acting career. And the teacher keeps telling you, oh, you need to keep coming back to my class. You need to do this. You need to do that. No, they should be pushing you like, you know what? You've been in this class for a year already. You need to be pushing yourself. I've taught you so much in this year. You should already be knowing everything that I taught you, and you should be moving on past this class to something bigger or whatever. But in reality, that's not how it is, because teachers need to make money. They need to make a living too, and that's how a lot of them do it. So be wary of the scams that are out there, and be wary of these teachers that don't know how to teach you, because a lot of the time, these acting teachers, coaches, whatever, can hurt you a lot more than they'll help you out. Because like I said, psychologically, you'll have in your head that for the rest of your life in your acting career that you can never put your hands in your pocket. And in turn, what that does, it takes away from your confidence. It makes you more nervous. It makes you look awkward because you don't know what to do with your hands. And plenty of times in scenes, I've seen actors do it. They don't know what to do with their hands, so they're fidgeting around or doing something weird. And you're just wondering like, what's going on with this person? Not in a good way either. So don't let them take your confidence away. Learn, read, do your studying. Don't just trust the acting teachers out here to teach you everything, because half of them don't even know what they're talking about. I guarantee plenty of them have never even read acting books. They just got some kind of coaching because there's plenty of acting classes out here, and they branch off from that acting class and they just teach the same exact methods from that class, but they kind of put their own little turn on it. For example, two of these huge acting coaches, and they're pretty big, and I'm not going to say they're bad, but one of them teaches a scene is a slice of life. And the other coach that left from her school, started her own thing, doesn't do a slice of life. She says a scene is a conversation. Same exact thing, just a different word. Totally just rips off all the techniques from that teacher and just branching off so she can make money, because that's in the end, she makes more money doing her own classes than working under somebody else. So be careful with who you trust to mold your acting career. Learn, read. Don't be naive. Like I said before, take people's advice, listen to it, but be careful whose advice you actually take to heart and actually put into your acting work. So again, I hear some doors slamming. That's probably time for me to stop. But anyway, remember that. Master your craft. Don't lose your confidence. Find a good acting coach, somebody that pushes you to be better, not somebody that keeps you at the same level. You want somebody to push you, just like anything. Those great athletes don't get to the level they are with coaches just saying, oh, come on, you can do it, come on. Oh, that was good. That was good. Now let's try this. No, they're like, come on, you can do this. You need to quit slacking. You need to get on it. You need to pick it up because you're dragging ass out there. Something like that. They don't have to be that mean, but come on, motivate you, push you. You want to be competitive. You want to be in this competitive industry. You're going to need the competitive edge. You're going to need the competitive coaching or teaching support from whoever it is that you're learning from, and you're going to be spending your hard-earned money on it, so spend it right and make sure you don't fall into that never do this and never do that scenario where some teacher that has never done nothing or has no credits tells you what you should be doing. So do your research, find somebody good, and Share it with your friends so they don't fall into the same thing. Until next time, peace.